Well, it's been more than 2 years since we published a video looking at the fleet of Cathay Pacific, with the carrier's recent announcement that it's ordering 30 A330-900s with options for 30 more. It seems like an excellent time to look at the Hong Kong carrier once again. A lot has changed over the last 2 years, including some beautiful new long-haul cabins, the ordering of A350 freighters, and an end of storing the airline's A330-300s in the Australian desert. Let's look at all of these developments and more for today's video. But first, let's see what the Cathay Pacific fleet looks like at the time of making this video in mid-August 2024. According to planespotters.net, there are 177 aircraft in the fleet, a perfect number at the moment since the airline is now 77 years old, soon to be 78. In terms of aircraft types and quantities, we have 12 Airbus A321neos with more on the way, 43 A330-300s, 30 A350-900s, and 18 A350-1000s. On the Boeing side, we have 6 747-400Fs and 14 747-8Fs flying for its cargo division. And for the 777 family, there are 17 non-ER 777-300s and 37 777-300ERs. In just a couple of years, Cathay Pacific will operate the Boeing 777X. The airline has an order for 21 777-9s and is expecting to get the first of these around 2026. After so many delays from Boeing, there's good reason to be skeptical about any set date. However, with 777-9 flight certification testing underway, 2026 actually seems possible at this point. The airline has been making many clear moves toward fleet modernization for both its passenger and cargo aircraft. In September 2023, the airline announced that it would be doubling its existing Airbus narrowbody order, taking a total of 64 new A320neo family aircraft. The updated order will comprise A320neo and A321neo aircraft, joining Cathay Pacific and its low-cost subsidiary HK Express. With deliveries already underway, the full order should be fulfilled by 2029. Shortly after, in December 2023, Cathay Pacific Group signed a purchase agreement for 6 Airbus A350F aircraft that'll join Cathay Cargo. The airline has also secured the rights to acquire 20 more aircraft, with deliveries expected to begin in 2027. As you may have noticed from the airline's fleet, Cathay Pacific's current fleet only consists of dedicated freighter aircraft from Boeing. Thus, the order for A350 freighters takes its cargo fleet in a different direction. At the same time, it makes sense to welcome this new freighter type considering the airline's existing A350 passenger fleet. And then, most recently, the airline placed an order for 30 A330-900s with options for 30 more. One of the things that Airbus emphasized was the fact that the airline would be able to renew its A330-300 fleet while also expanding its operations on high-capacity regional routes. In addition, the A330-900, powered by Rolls-Royce Trent 7000 engines, will offer flexibility to serve long-range destinations. CEO of Cathay Pacific Ronald Lam was quoted as saying, "We are delighted to announce this new order for state-of-the-art A330neo aircraft. This substantial investment reflects not only our immense confidence in Hong Kong's leading international aviation hub status, but also represents our commitment to fostering our home city's ongoing development." Lam pointed out that the carrier has been using the A330 aircraft type for nearly 30 years. The A330neos will principally serve regional destinations in Asia while still providing an option to fly on long-range routes. Airbus has been pushing hard to get airlines to consider the A330neo and has upgraded its abilities over the years. Delta Airlines is the largest operator of the A330-900, with 29 active in its fleet at the time of making this video. The carrier has ordered a total of 35. The other large-ish A330neo operator is TAP Air Portugal, which operates 19 -900s. Both airlines placed their orders quite some time ago, with few other airlines committing to large numbers of the type. While Malaysia Airlines has ordered 20 -900s, it's clear that the A330neo has yet to be as popular as its larger sibling, the A350. And so it must make Airbus quite happy to see another major operator like Cathay Pacific go big on the A330neo, especially after the European plane maker went through all the trouble of making a 4-part original documentary series to showcase the jet. As we already mentioned, the order for A330neos was made with the intention of replacing the airline's A330-300s. When looking at this fleet of older aircraft, we reported at the beginning of June that Cathay Pacific had finally retrieved all of its A330s from long-term storage in the Australian desert. It was a slow and steady process for Cathay Pacific teams to reactivate all of the A330s and return them to Hong Kong. A joint project between the on-site teams and Cathay engineers in Hong Kong. Once an aircraft was chosen for reactivation, there was a 6-month lead time for working with the manufacturer to do a technical assessment of what was needed, and every aircraft had a tailored package of maintenance tasks developed. The reactivation work in Alice Springs took 1 to 2 months per aircraft and included landing gear swings, engine runs, structural inspections, lubrication tasks, and functional tests of all aircraft components and systems. Over the 4-year period that the Cathay aircraft were in storage, more than 40,000 parts, including components, tooling, a set of aircraft jacks, and specialist support equipment, were shipped to Alice Springs. And then, in terms of cabin interiors, it was exciting to see the airline unveil its new Boeing 777 Aria suites and premium economy. Cathay Pacific released 3 videos and a range of photographs showcasing the new business-class Aria suites and premium economy cabin that'll soon appear on its refurbished Boeing 777-300ERs. The theme for the new business-class Aria suites is human-centric design that comes from knowing that today's passengers want more than a comfortable seat, but rather their own space to be enjoyed without interruptions, including sliding privacy doors and all the storage, amenities, and everything else they need at their fingertips. Suites include personalized suite lighting, 24-inch 4K monitor, wireless charging, privacy divider, and of course, a lie-flat bed. There's also a gallery in the skies, which an airline spokesperson describes as a space featuring art pieces from selected local artists. Each piece in the collection inspires a calming energy that draws people into the artist's world. For premium economy, passengers will enjoy generous-sized seats, modern fixtures, and personalized intelligent lighting. The seats feature leather headrests and customized cushions. There are also privacy wings with a reading light next to the headrest, as well as a 15.6-inch 4K ultra-high-definition screen and Bluetooth audio streaming, as well as clever storage for personal devices. And so, while Cathay Pacific has been hit hard over the past few years, suffering more than others during the pandemic, it looks like the airline has soared past its difficulties and is ready to recapture its regional dominance through investments in more modern aircraft and cabins. But what do you think of Cathay Pacific's fleet and cabin modernizations? Share your thoughts by leaving a comment. Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.